We Can't Dance, Nous ne pouvons pas danser, c'est le titre du nouvel album de Genesis, un album qu'ils ont enregistré dans une ferme du XVIIIe siècle au sud-ouest de Londres. Genesis, c'est bien sûr Tony Banks, Mike Rutherford et Phil Collins, trois quadragénaires qui ont la pêche. L'enregistrement de cet album, leurs vidéos, leurs prochaines tournées, leurs convictions actuelles, ils nous parlent de tout ça. Hello à tous les trois, Genesis dans Nouba.
Hello, I'm Mike Rutherford.
And I'm Tony Banks.
And I'm Phil Collins. We are Genesis, you are watching Nouba. We came back, it's been quite a while since Invisible Touch. We finished the tour and we all did our different things. And we came back, we decided we would come back anyway. We just didn't know quite when to do an album. So we never split up, we just sort of disappeared to do our own things. And we wrote the album very quickly. 2 months and we had all the songs, it was great.
We can't come into the studio with nothing planned, and whatever happens during that period is kind of what the music is at the time. What we try and do nowadays is to keep Genesis just for music that we write as a three-piece, because obviously we each do things outside the group, so we have plenty of exposure given to the solo written material.
I think on this album we're lucky because the first one, No Son of Mine, has a very good storyline to follow, and the other possible singers we're talking about all have either a lot of humour or a very good idea. It's often hard sometimes when you have to make a video for a song that is just, I mean, the song can be very good, but there's nothing obvious video-wise, you know, there's no storyline, stuff like that.
The real important thing to us is the music. The thing I have against videos really is that it ties a song to one visual interpretation. It's not the way I think about music at all. I think the great thing about music is that it's never the same twice in your mind. And that's much more exciting really than having just one picture in your brain.
I mean, I don't particularly, I mean, a lot of people are suggesting that Driving the Last Spike is, for example, a song about society. I didn't write that lyric with that in mind. It was just a story. But if people want to take that, look at it, that's okay. But there are other songs which are more obvious. No Son of Mine, I guess, is a look at society there with child abuse, or any kind of abuse, really, in the family. And Tell Me Why is obviously about, you know, the problems of the world, and so is Way of the World. But there are some other things which are sort of less society orientated. And also there are some songs which are supposed to be quite funny, which I think maybe sometimes people miss the humour in what we do. Jesus He Knows Me is a very funny look at TV, well, not funny, yes, satirical look at TV evangelists in America. And I mean, everybody doing it apparently. I didn't even know that anybody had done a song about TV evangelists, but I guess I'm just so out of touch, man.
People who sort of arrived a bit later do go back sometimes and listen to earlier records, you know. Your little brother in a few years' time, he'll be listening to, you know, Nursery Crime, yeah? And early records like that. I mean, I found that the people, you know, people I know who do, you do find them sort of working back through the albums. I think if you find yourself liking one Genesis album, I think there is enough that runs through them for people to find stuff they can enjoy on earlier ones.
We're going to tour, we start rehearsing in March, end of March, and the tour starts in May. So by the time we get to the beginning of August, we'll have finished the tour as planned. We should be coming to Europe in July.
And you realise at a certain point in a career of a group that you are in charge of your own life. You can decide what to do, and we decided we don't want to tour as much as that. So we cut the touring down. I mean, we've been touring, for the first sort of 10 years of this group's existence, we were touring all the time. We had a 10-year tour, if you like.
Things have changed so drastically that if we were to be starting now with what we're doing, we probably wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you because the record company would have changed things, or there'd be pressure. I mean, we wouldn't be doing it because we're 40 to start with. But it was much more fun. We still have fun doing what we do, but going on the road and all that, it was just something that you never really felt would get this big, and so it kind of crept up behind you a little bit. But it's definitely a different business now than it was when we started, yeah.